Got some interesting news to report now. The Wikileaks founder Julian Assange dropping a bombshell about where the DNC leaks really came from. Jack Davis at Western Journalism reports affirming that Russia was not the source of the Democratic Party documents released by Wikileaks. The Wikileaks founder Julian Assange has dismissed the White House's cry over Russian hacking as pure politics. And I agree with him. In fact, I got into a little text message debate with a friend of mine over this very topic. And he still has difficulty grasping the reality that the Democrats put forth a fatally flawed candidate, and that the Democrats rigged the election, and that the Democrats are simply still trying to place the blame on everyone but themselves. And of course, the boogeyman being Russia. And when I brought up Assange, he says, well, he doesn't trust Assange. He says Assange is simply in bed with the Russians. Well, they report here that Assange's comments came in an exclusive interview with Fox News host Sean Hannity. Now, if you actually want to see the interview, you can go to WikiLeaks' Facebook page, and he actually posted a link to it. Now, they reported here that the interview, they talk about the WikiLeaks publishing the documents from the Democratic National Committee, and from an email account of John Podesta, the chairman of the Democrat Hillary Clinton's failed presidential campaign. Now, the report, they state here, a report was released by the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security that alleged that Russian-based hackers accessed political organizations in 2015 and 2016, and that information that was obtained back in 2016 was later released to the public. Now, they report the Obama administration responded to the, quote, Russian hacking episode by booting Russian officials and imposing sanctions against Russian intelligence agencies and their partners. Now, I've said that what Obama has done in response to this fraudulent claim, that even the Department of Homeland Security had to put a disclaimer on. Listen to this. This is the disclaimer on the Department of Homeland Security. This is at the top of the WikiLeaks page from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This was actually published on December 29th. About their joint analysis report, saying, this report is provided as is for informational purposes only. The Department of Homeland Security does not provide any warranties of any kind regarding this information contained within. DHS does not endorse any commercial product or service referenced in this advisory or otherwise. Simply an advisory, that's all it is. And they basically are saying it's just for information purposes only. So, has no standing, has no teeth. It's just an allegation that is unfounded. An admission right there from the Department of Homeland Security, FBI, on the hacking report. So they can't even stand by their own claims. And again, this is because there are yes men within the FBI, within the CIA, that are just doing the bidding of Obama on a level of politics so they can redirect blame. Okay, Rob? They write here, Assange said that the response is nothing more than part of President Barack Obama's vendetta against President-elect Donald Trump. They state here, quote, our publications had wide uptake by the American people. They're all true, but that's not the allegation that's being presented by the Obama White House. So why such a dramatic response? Well, they write the reason is obvious. They're trying to delegitimize the Trump administration as it goes into the White House. They are trying to say that President-elect Donald Trump is not a legitimate president. Those are Assange's words during the interview. Now, I'll take Assange's words over President Obama or any FBI, CIA hatchet men that Obama has tapped to present his false narrative to the American people. Okay? And the fact that they are trying to delegitimize Trump, it just shows that these people cannot look themselves in the mirror and admit the fact that, what? They put forth a flawed candidate, a fatally flawed candidate, who was under FBI investigation. And then they rigged the primary so that she could get in and lose. End of story. And what else is interesting is that it's funny how all the Democrats hate Assange, but they loved him when he was attacking Bush, right? When he was attacking the Bush war crimes. He was their savior. Now he's their enemy. Which one is it? What are your thoughts? Comment below. Subscribe for updates. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up and share this report on your social networks. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.